Why am I hiding my hair in my epic blanket? You'll see. You'll see. But it's finally that time of year. Spotify Wrapped 2025, and I feel like they got some stuff really wrong. I suppose it depends when it starts counting and when it ends counting, and that's probably why it got it so wrong. You'll see. You'll see. And there is one surprise, and that surprise is that a certain someone didn't even make the list of top listeners or artists. Which, this year, I'm not 100% surprised about, but I feel like next year he's gonna be on the list again, just not as the top, you know? So, I love that it says, tastes like yours can't be defined, but let's try anyways. You listen to 62 different genres. I just told someone the other day that I listen to practically everything. I think this proves it. This is not one of the things I got wrong. My top genre is usually video game music, and this year, it's third. Top ones are musicals, which I totally get. Renaissance, which I think it's like a nostalgia thing. I don't think it's actually Renaissance music, because I did not listen to Renaissance music. Video game music, alternative pop, and pop. That makes sense. I don't know what the hell a listening age is, but apparently I'm 26 and listening. I think it just means like when I listen to music, like, or what music I listened to from those years, and it says I was into music from late 2010s. Hits with a hint of nostalgia, which is true for closer to the end of the year. Not this specific fact, but the list that follows this fact, I think they got a little wrong. But you listened to 412 songs this year, but can you guess your number one? And then they put all the songs out and told me to guess. None of these songs were an epic song, and I'm pretty sure one of them should be. But for some reason, I chose When the Chips Are Down, because I'm thinking, oh yeah, that should definitely be my number one if my number one genre is musicals. Silver Spoon? Now granted, I did do an animatic of it, and I was listening to it on loop when I was doing that animatic. And then Burning Down, I kind of understand why it's there, because I learned about it over the summer, and then I started doing a cover for it. The official list is Silver Spoon at number 1, Broken Mass Bay at number 2. Broken Mass Bay I understand being at number 2, but not Silver Spoon's at number 1. And then it goes on to The Phantom Sea, which, yeah. When the Chips Are Down, sure. I think that should be higher. And Burning Down, alright. I've listened to 3 albums this year, which is bull, because I also listened to Epic. My top album is this one. Tales of the Lesbian Hunter. I would think that should be number 2 of anything, because I did a whole project with this and Epic. Why is Epic not considered an album? Seriously! It's called a concept album. Why is it not considered an album? Why is it on the list? Better question, why is Silk Song and Hollow Knight on the list? I only listened to those for since the end of October. I was using them to help me focus on reading stupid assignments. Really? Number 1 artist, I predicted this last year. Jorge Rivera Heron. So why is Epic not my top album? And why is no Epic song my top song? I don't know. But he's my top artist. I spent 589 minutes with him. Which makes me a top 17% global fan, which I think is worse than when I was the CG5 fan, but I've had a really busy year this year. This is the list. Jorge Christopher Larkin, okay. Demi Margie should be there, and Sail North should be 3rd. These 2 should be the lowest. But anyways, and then Aaron LeCount. Wunderbar. I have no clue what the clubs are for, but Soft Hearts Club. The club believes that vulnerability is the key to great music. Its doors are always open. Sure. And then they did a new thing this year where they had like the files. So this is the first one. February 17th. The day you set your playlist adrift, repeats, and Renaissance returns, or reruns. Late evening opened with Jorge Rivera Herons and Epic Cast. Then you tacked into Vinnie March's Tales to the Lesbian Hunter and started to run Sail North sea shanties. By afternoon, the same bardcore and shanty favorites circled back with Song of Your Life and Broken Mast Bay anchoring the day. 154 minutes, 54 tracks, and 20 artists, your most repeat-heavy session of the year. Alright. October 2nd. Yeah, sorry, not late October, early October. This was the day I listened to Hollow Knight. Because I was doing a stupid assignment. The afternoon unfolded as a single sweeping journey through the worlds of Hollow Nest, Silksong, and beyond. Nearly every track by Christopher Larkin, with only a few detours for Stardew Valley and Outer Wilds. Oh, because I left it. I know what happened. By late evening, you circled back to familiar Hollow Knight themes, looping the day in a dreamlike state. 8:15 minutes, 54 tracks, 5 artists, the biggest music day of the year. Really? Really? I doubt that severely. The day you turned your queue into a game boss rush. Overnight, you cycled through turbocharged playlist of video game anthems, JT, music, blah, 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 blah. You belong here, incandescent, leading the charge. Even a dash of Show Yourself from Frozen 2 made a cameo. 270 minutes, 72 tracks, 48 artists. Your most energetic day of the year. Ooh, about that. I was right. I checked the date. That was the day that I went on my first ever FTX with the Air Cadets. For those who didn't know, I was a C cadet, so we didn't do FTXs. So that was, in fact, my most active day, but also I had my headphones like over my ear, my hood as tight as it could be, trying to keep myself warm. And that was like the only way to get myself to sleep, was to have my headphones on and just be like, I'm warm. I'm in the warmest place ever. I'm going to sleep greatly tonight. And this was the last night of the FTX too, so like, it was just really funny. And then the 26th was the day we went home, so I was playing it mostly on the bus ride home. You powered through the night on a steady stream of video game inspired anthems. Same ones. By sunrise, the playlist felt like a reunion of old digital friends. That's the other thing. Like, I think it tracked like from like 12 a.m. onwards, because that makes sense. I did listen to a lot of songs from like overnight again, so that would make sense, as well as I re-listened to a bunch of them when I got home. Or not when I got home, but on my way home. I am disappointed, Spotify. You're wrong. You're wrong. For a lot of things. Like, my top song, I don't think is right at all. And I don't think my top albums should be the 3 that they are. I think they should be Epic, because he is my top artist, which I'm not surprised. But also just, there were a lot of artists that I don't think should have been my top artists. And it just, do better, Spotify. Do better.